For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video we are going over the cheapest training values in Madden 20. I haven't made a video like this in a couple of weeks for you guys, and you guys had been asking me quite a bit to drop this one, so I'm definitely excited to share this with you guys. Now before we hop into the video though, if you are one of the first 5 people to comment down below, include your Instagram or your Twitter in the comment, and I will follow you back on either of those platforms for the first 5 people only, just to reward notification squad for being on the video so quickly. You can flex on your friends and be like, I've got a YouTuber with 40,000 subs following me on Instagram or Twitter. Now without further ado, let's hop into this video though. Be sure to drop a like if you have not already. It helps the channel out a ton, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoy these methods, hit that sub button so you don't miss out on it. So the first method that I want to tell you guys, and actually the last method, are 2 pretty unique ones that we haven't talked about in a while. And for this one, as you can probably see, we just backed out of Ultimate Team, and we're gonna hop into Superstar KO just to show you guys that you can actually get free players, which you can just quick sell and convert to training from Superstar KO in a pretty easy fashion. So as you can see right now, if you get 50 passes in the next 5 days, you get a free David Carr 89 overall, who you can just quick sell for training. Now let's say you complete 7 or 8 passes in a game, you really would only have to play about 5 games to get this done, and we're all quarantined, so if you want to hop on with a couple of your friends, or if you just want to play solo, which is fun as well, you could get those 50 passes done and get the David Carr, and then you get him in Ultimate Team and you just quick sell him and you get the training associated with that. So definitely, if you have the extra time or you're just interested in playing some Superstar KO, which is a pretty fun mode, just to get a break from Ultimate Team, get those 50 passes done and you will get some free training from just quick selling that David Carr. Now I've got a couple of other methods that I'm going to show you guys, which are pretty generic, stuff that we've talked about on the channel in the past, and then the last method is a pretty unique one, just because training right now is kind of hard to come by. I want to say the coin to training value that we're looking at right now is about 5, which is a little bit increased from the last time I made this video. I believe last time I made this video, the coin to training point value was sitting at around 4, but usually during the week it goes up a tiny bit. So right now we want a 5 coin to training point ratio, which means 88s and 89s are a pretty solid filter, as well as 97 overall players. And then I'm going to show you guys the exact price points that you want to get these cards, and some filters that you guys can take a look at. So starting it off with 88s, basically what I like to do for my 88s is trying to find them at 15,000 coins or lower. Now if we get them at 15k or lower, that's going to give us like a 5.5 coin to training point value, which is pretty solid. So we're just going to filter it down by a bunch of different programs to try and find these cards. We'll start it off by taking a look at veterans, and again we want these cards at 15k or lower. Veterans looks like we're not going to see any. We'll go to heavyweights, we'll go to flashbacks, legends, and ultimate legends to try and find these snipes. So starting off with 88s, just seeing if we can find any of these. Let's head on over to the legends filter. As we can see, one up for 15k right now. I'm going to see if I can filter this down a little bit more. Maybe we need to go by all offense or all defense. Ideally you want to find them at just a bit under 15 if possible, and also you want to try and find your 89s at 20,000 coins or less. So on the same filter as I am right here, what you could actually do is just see if there's any 88s up for cheap. If there aren't, just scroll down and try and find some 89s. As we got a Corey Dillon right here, he's sitting at around 19.4. That's a pretty solid deal. I will take it, and we'll take that 89 at under 20k. And we want 88s at under 15k. Again, just go through a bunch of different filters. Try legends, ultimate legends, veterans, flashbacks, basically just any of these. That's my favorite way of filtering stuff down. That way you can try and get the cards up for cheap. I prefer going by filters rather than anything else, just because I find it kind of annoying to go position by position. So filters are a little bit easier, I'd like to say. As you can see right here, we do need to filter this one down a bit. We aren't seeing all the newest cards yet. We'll go down by all offense. I thought we were going to see another 88 pop up there. Let's see if there's any 89s though. Just going to scroll down. We want them at under 20k, as here we go. We got a Randall McDaniel at 18.8, a pretty solid deal, and we will quick sell him and grab the training for that card. Again, you guys can just go through all of these position groups and try and find these players up for cheap. You can go by all offense, by all defense on them if you need to filter it down even more, and you're basically just looking again at 88s for a price of under 15 and 89s at a price of under 20. I'm not really buying at 15, so if you see a card up for 15 or a card up for like exactly 20, try and find them for a little bit lower if possible, as I don't know why I skipped over that Brian Dawkins twice. That's a good snipe right there. I wasn't even expecting to see an 89 up here. But getting some solid action on the Ultimate Legends filter. Ultimate Legends is one of my favorite filters to snipe on. So again, we got a couple of snipes already, and we're just looking for 89s again at 20k or under, and 88s at 15k or under. You can go through basically all the programs. Legends is good, Heavyweights is good, Veterans is good. When you look at some of the other ones, Football Outsiders is decent if you want to try it. Flashbacks is okay as well. We'll see if there's any up for cheap. As yeah, there's just not a ton of volume on the flashback filter, which is a little bit annoying. And those are probably my favorite filters to look at when you are trying to get cheap training, especially at the price which is a bit lower, because right now you have to get like 97s to get a really good value, which is really expensive. So if you guys want like less training and not having to spend as much coins, buying these 88s and 89s is a great alternative. So now let's move on to the 97 overall filter before we get to the last filter, which is a pretty unique one that I'm excited to show you guys. And this last one is just trying to grab Theme Builder 2s at a price of 225k or less. As you can see, they're sitting at about 243, so they have risen in price a tiny bit. But if we get them at 225k or less, we're going to get a coin to training point ratio of exactly 5. So if we spend a tiny bit more, it's okay just to go a little bit over 5. And if you do, again, want to power up a card all the way from start to finish and you need a ton of training, this would probably be the filter to be at. You could just refresh on it. There will be new cards that pop up, not incredibly often, but they will pop up a decent amount of the time. And then that is basically what you're going to do for this one right here. Just sitting here and refreshing on this filter is probably the way to go if you want to get training in bulk. But the last method I'm going to show you guys is exactly, we have one pop up for 231, so that's a solid deal. You could buy that. But the last method I want to show you guys is actually going to be a pretty unique one. What we're going to be doing for this method is we're going to be completing the Team of the Year Specialist set, and we're going to get a coin to training point ratio of almost under 5, and depending on who we pull, we get a coin to training point ratio of like 3, which is incredible if we do end up getting a good pull out of this set. So the Team of the Year Specialist pack right here, as you guys can see, is going to require 3 87s, an 89, and 2 91 overall cards. Now we're going to want to try and get this set done at a price of 130,000 coins or under. If you get this done at 130,000 coins, you're basically going to be getting a coin to training point ratio of 5 if you pull the worst card out of this pack. And the worst card, again, is going to be a 95 overall player. A 95's quick sell for just over 25,000 training. So if you get a 95, you just quick sell it, and you end up getting a 5 coin to training point ratio. And that's assuming you don't even get crazy good snipes when you actually are buying the cards for the set, because you can get the set done at well under 130k. You can probably get it done at like 120, and then if you get it done at that, you get an even better coin to training point ratio. Now you can also pull 96 overall players out of the set, and if you pull a 96, you're still only spending 130,000 coins at maximum to get this done, and then you're going to pull a 96, which quick sells for even more training than a 95 would. You'd probably be getting a coin to training point ratio of around 3 if you end up getting a 96 out of this. So what we're doing to get the set done is a couple of filters that I will show you guys to snipe these cards. So starting it off, let's just grab our highest cards first, and those are going to be 91 overall players. Now if we spend 80,000 coins combined, we're fine. That is going to be expensive. You can get players at less than that for sure, but if we spend 80,000 coins, we're exactly on track to get the set done at 130, but it's really easy to get good snipes on these cards and get them for lower than that. So let's start off by filtering down by legends and see if we can get any cheap 91 overall legends. We're going to go through, again, very similar filters as we took a look at previously to get our cheap 89s and 88s. We'll take a look at Ultimate Legends, and it's also effective to take a look at the Easter cards, because the Easter cards are usually going to be up for pretty cheap as well, and we just want our 91s again at a price of 40,000 coins or lower. So let's take a look at Easter right here, or the Color Smash, my bad, and see if we can get them up for 40. As you can see, card up for 37k right here. I was a little slow on it. We don't end up getting that one. We'll refresh and see if we can get another card up for cheap, as there's one for 39. We'll just buy this right here, and if we buy this card and we buy our Kyle Van Noy, which aren't even like crazy snipes, we could have gotten better snipes, I'm sure, if we waited on this filter. If we just buy these two right here, we end up spending 32k. Please give me that. Damn, let's try and get this one for 35. If we can get that, that'd be awesome for the video. We get that one for 35k, so that's perfect. We only end up spending 75,000 coins to get our 291s. Now you could spend 80k, and if you spend 80k, that's totally fine. You still get the set done at a 5 coin to training point ratio, but we're getting better snipes. It's just going to give us an even better coin to training point ratio in this set. Now moving on to our 89s, we want to try and find our 89s for 20,000 coins or under, and as you guys could see on our previous sniping filter, we were grabbing our Ultimate Legends at well under 20k. So it's going to be really easy to get the Ultimate Legends at a price of less than 20k when you are getting 89s. We're going to go by all offense and all defense, and we're just going to try and find an 89. It shouldn't really be too tough since we had found them right before. And we'll grab this one right here, Walter Jones, at a price of 20,100 coins. Again, we probably could have gotten a better snipe on this. It's totally fine. So far, we spent a combined price of about 95,000 coins, which is pretty solid to be at this point in this point of the method. Now, moving on to our 87s, we need 3 87 overall players. I want to try and find my 87s at a price of 10k or under. If we can do that, that is absolutely perfect, as we grab a Kurt Warner at 10.8. Not a crazy good deal, but I'll take it. So we spent 10k there. We're up to 105,000 coins of total spend, and we're going to be well under our total maximum price of 130k, which is like the max that you want to spend to get this set done. And we're just going to go through a couple of different filters, very similar to what we just did, just trying to grab our 87s up for a cheap price. We'll take a look at Legends, see if we can get any snipes up here, and we just want to get these 87s again at about 10,000 coins or under if possible. We'll see if there's any cheap 87 overall Legends that we can grab. There's a Rob Ninkovich at 10.8. I'll take it. Not a crazy good deal, but it is what it is. So now we spent about 105,000 coins so far to get this set done, and we have one more 87 to grab, and then we will be able to get this done. The thing that I really like about kind of the numbers that I've told you guys when you need to buy the players at to get the set done is it's really not too tough to actually snipe 87s at the prices that I have put in there, because as you guys can see, we don't even have to refresh a ton of times to actually get our 87s at this price. People have them up on the auction house, and they've been up on the auction house for quite some time, so you're going to be able to get these snipes really easily. And if you can get better deals than what I have written down, then you're going to be able to make even better of a coin to training point ratio. So now let's throw all of these cards into the set, and we will get our pull. Hopefully we pull a 96. If we pull a 96, then we just get a crazy good coin to trading point value. Right now we should be getting just under a 5 coin to trading point value on this, probably like a 4.7 or an 8, assuming if we pull just a 95. But we'll see what we can get out of this, as we're just going to go by newest, throw in our 3 snipes that we just got. And the reason why this method works, guys, is because we're actually quick selling the cards for training. Now, if we were to just put this card up on the auction house that we pull, we actually wouldn't make any coins because of EA's tax, right? Because we're actually getting the set done at a price of like 130 at the maximum, and these cards are selling for a price of like 145 or 150. So you actually wouldn't make any coins if you just sold the card. But since we're quick selling it for trading, we don't lose out on any of the tax, so we can actually get this set done at a cheaper price. And that's kind of why this method works. Again, we also have the built-in opportunity of pulling a better card, so like the 96 overall Chris Godwin out of this. But we'll see what we get. We only spent 125k on this, and the card we're going to pull is hopefully a 96, but we'll see what we end up getting out of this. It's going to be 95 overall Corey Littleton, so we can quick sell him for a price of 25,000 coins. After spending our 125k, we get a coin to training point ratio of basically exactly 5, just a tad bit under, which is really good, and it's much better than having to buy a 97 and spending that huge amount of coins, whereas you can just spend 125k on this and have the potential to pull a 96 as well. So that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you have made it to the end, and hit that sub button if you're new. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
So,